And welcome back to my channel. What else am I supposed to say? I am back here with another video, and it's just a rant. Is that okay? I usually rant anyway, but I'm asking you this time. Is that okay? I wanted to rant about some recent events. Everybody by now, whether you listen to rap or hip hop or West Coast music or whatever, you have heard about Nipsey Hussle and his sudden, I don't even want to say passing, because it's not like he had some medical complications or he went in his sleep, or he was like 99 years old and it was expected. But his recent murder, it really touched me, as I'm sure it did for lots of people out there. And like I said, whether you listen to his music or not, whether you knew who he was or not, it really was something that affected lots of people. And I just wanted to come on here and really explain why it affects us, as opposed to, just any other murder. And I'll focus on me because I don't want to speak for everyone out there. That's your job. So if you agree, let me know in the comments, or just simply give me a thumbs up on this video. I'm a Black girl, and I have a Black husband, and I have a Black son and a Black father and a Black brother and a Black uncle. And there's too many times that I see in the news that there is a murder, whether it be by a cop or another census gang shooting, or, as many of you were proposing, government propaganda. Not saying that it's not true, I just don't know. All in all, it's just senseless. This doesn't happen in any other community either. It's really in our community. And so the reason why it hit me is because I can relate. I can relate to the fact that there was a Black man that is no longer here for his wife, for his babies, for his community that he was building. What happened to your lip? Talk to me. What happened to your lip?
This is get into my lip.
Go under the sink and put some Vaseline on your lip, and then you can keep drinking again. I'm back. I'm back. There was an emergency. He asked for lemonade, and his chapped lips that he never brings his Blistex for were burning. Yeah, I really felt the passing of Nipsey, not because I was a fan at all. I can't recite one line, and I'm not even gonna try. I was, if you caught me just now, I was like in mid thought, like, is that Nipsey? I don't want to offend anybody. So I'm not a fan. I just can understand what it's going to take for someone to build back up after their support, their foundation, their heart has been ripped from them with the murder of their husband, of their father, of their community leader. And so I brought this here because there's a lot of ignorance on social media, as you would have suspected. As you know, there are lots of people that are like, oh, now you want to be a fan? Oh, y'all don't even know any lyrics to any Nipsey. Like, what does that have to do with me having empathy for what has happened to a family, what has happened to a man? He's never coming back. And so I heard the news, and it took a while for me to really have it set in because, I'm emotionless, self-diagnosed. um, but becoming a mom, becoming a wife has definitely made me think about things and have certain emotions and feelings towards it. And I realized that, whoa, this could be me. There are so many times that my husband doesn't come home on time, and I'm like calling, and I don't want to sound like a crazy wife, but I'll call a couple of times. 10, 15. Is that too much? Tell me when I'm bugging. Um, but I called several times because I'm like, yo, not that I think he's doing anything crazy, but who knows what could happen? Who knows what um, person out there, sorry, wants to steal a wallet and there'll be nothing in there because we paid all our bills and we're left with no money. Or who knows, which cop wanted to, give a ticket and he could have seen my big black husband as a threat to his safety, and boom, the gun comes out. Like, this is too relatable for people not to understand why condolences would be given to someone's death and for them to not show their ignorance, especially on a public platform. I actually saw one meme. I love Instagram. It's so applicable. It's so, like, if I'm ever going through something or if I can't put my words to something, there's a meme for it. And so the meme said, if I can't give my condolences or say RIP to Nipsey's passing, then don't expect me to say RIP to your bald headed ass grandma that I ain't know. That's really mean. I understand. But you have coworkers and we all signed a card. You have friends and you might not have met all of their relatives, but you say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So you express condolences to the people for their relatives that may have passed or their whatever grief they're going to. Why can't we give that to someone who was impactful to someone? Maybe not me, but to someone. So, it really rang true to home because, like I said, I have a husband and we're not all clean. I even have beef from when I'm like 15. And I'm sure it's not following me. We've grown up, but sometimes that's not what happens when you're from the hood. That's just not, what happens. You can't know what someone who's offended feels. And they may come for you at one point. But I just wanted to put that out here. Also, probably to tell y'all, the ignorant ones, not the nice ones, but the ignorant ones, like, stop being so ignorant. Especially on a public platform, we can all see it. Like, do you understand? Sorry, I just went low. Do you understand that we can all see this? We can all see you saying, stop giving condolences if you don't know the lyrics. Like, ooh, I didn't know that there was a criteria for me to say rest in power, sleep in peace. I didn't know. But for all those ignorant people, know that we can see you. And you should probably take some pointers and understand that expressing empathy is for any and everybody. Even if someone didn't know me and I shared publicly that I experienced the death in my family and it was a close one, I would appreciate anything that comes my way, whether it's sorry for your loss or I'll be praying for your family, or I'm sending my condolences, whatever it is, I am saying it and I expect it to be said to me. And at that point, I am accepting it. So that was really disheartening to see that people were on the internet actually saying the ignorance. But my heart really does go out to Lauren London. Don't know her from a can of paint or a hole in the wall, whatever the sayings are. Where the hell do those sayings come from? But without knowing her, just knowing that she adored this person, you know, when you see the photos, because that's what we have to go on off of, right? When you see the photos and they're staring into each other's souls through their eyes, it's just the type of love that you know is strong and everlasting, or at least for that moment, because everybody in Hollywood gets divorced, right? But we love, and we saw their love. We saw it publicly. They just came out with a whole campaign, and we saw those beautiful photos of her with her weave all the way down her back, and it was beautiful. And so I'm pretty sure some of you were hashtag goals underneath their photos because their love was in their photos through their eyes. So now, you cold? I'll put the heater on for you. Okay, get out. Go. No. Stop. I heard you. Go. Yeah, I'm just reminiscing on the photos that I've seen of them. So, you know, she finally did break her silence, and she said she lost, you know, what was her heart. She was speechless. She didn't even have words for how she's feeling, and that is just crushing. Tell me how you can describe losing, you know, the closest person to you. I can't. If you can, don't even put it in my comments, because I don't even want to have the words. I don't ever want to experience that, and I don't want anyone else to have to experience that. And knowing that it's inevitable, you know, we all have to go at some point. It's just sad and disheartening when you don't know what that point is going to be. Anyhow, just came on here to, you know, say that I know I could have just responded to the ignorant people on social media, like, go fight your mama, you know, like, stop coming on here being so ignorant, or stop coming on here giving us rules to send condolences. Like, log off. I'm thinking about what else I could have said. You see how my pitch goes up and my neck starts moving when I get attitude? Like, log off. Light hair and dark hair. This makeup season is about to be a struggle. I haven't worn makeup since maybe late last year. It was one of the things that I said I'll slow down on because I was becoming a junkie. But I also wanted to give my skin a break. And I'm falling in love with my skin. It's pretty flawless, except for when it's not. And I get a bump because I am a fan and I am part of the Dr. Pimple Popper community. So I often find myself with these two fingers going right at it. And so I said I was going to stop wearing makeup so I can give my face a break. And then the weather started getting nice, and you know, you start to take off layers. You start to peel off the hat and peel off the scarf and then put the gloves away, and you wear a lighter jacket so there's nothing covering you. And I'm like, oh, I look bare. Y'all see this? Bare. Like, so with that, I started buying more makeup. And I'm ready.
I'm really cold. Why you can't come?
Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video because my partner over here, who's supposed to be behind the scenes, has come to the front of the camera. This is Diddy over here. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Bye.